Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Chris coming at you with another episode of Blunt Talks. Today, I'm going to tell you guys the craziest shit that I've ever done to get weed. And I did a lot of crazy shit. So pretty much, like, at this time in my life, I was selling a lot of weed. I had a pretty good thing going. I had a really good connect up North Jersey that I was getting it from. And I was dealing with this guy for a decent amount of time. I trusted him, and things were going really good. So he called me and told me that he was going on vacation. He was going to be gone for like 3 weeks to a month, and that while he was gone, he was going to have one of his buddies take care of all the business for him. So he told me that if I needed anything, I was going to go through him until he got back. So I was like, all right, no problem. So he gave me the number, and that was it. So when it came time for me to, have to pick up again, I called dude up. I said, hey, what's up? I'm Chris. So-and-so told me to call you. So, right away he was like, oh, Chris, what's up? You know what I mean? Like, when you trying to come? So I said, yo, like, I'm trying to leave right now. It'll probably take me maybe like 2.5 hours, 2.5 hours to get there. He was like, all right, bet. He was like, I'm going to text you an address, and when you get there, just call me. So I said, all right, no doubt. So I get off the phone. He texted me the address. I get in my car and leave. So, in those traffic, it takes me a decent amount of time to get there. Finally, as I'm driving there, I'm starting to realize, like, as I get closer, that, like, the neighborhood is getting worse and worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just getting, like, worse. Like, you could tell that, like, now, like, there's, like, drug dealers hanging out in the corners, and, it's, like, getting dirtier, and, like, there's condominiums all around. I mean, it's a bad area. And as I'm driving, it's getting, like, progressively worse. So, finally, I get to the address that this guy tells me to go to, and literally, it's like the worst street in like the whole like town, bro. It was terrible, man. There was like crack vials and syringes on the ground and empty heroin bags. I mean, it was really just a really bad area, and I wasn't too thrilled about being there because I had a bunch of money on me. I was there to pick up like 4.5 pounds. So I'm not going to do numbers, but I had a decent amount of money on me, and I was in a drug-infested area. So if the cops see a white guy in those type of areas, right away they think you're there to get drugs, and they're gonna mess with you. So I'm bugging. I got all this money on me. I'm in a really bad area. I'm thinking I'm either going to get robbed or thrown in jail by the end of the day. I'm tweaking. So I called him. I told him I was there. So he was like, all right, I'm going to text you another address, and I want you to drive there. So now I'm like, bro, like, you told me to come here. Now you want me to drive to another area? I'm like, I don't even really know this guy. So now I'm starting to think like the worst. It could be a setup. Maybe my guy set me up the whole time. And, I'm thinking the worst. I don't know what's going on. Really, my gut's telling me to leave. But I didn't leave because I'm fucking stupid, man. And I really wanted to get the weed. I had a really good thing going, and I didn't want anything to, like, kind of mess it up. People were dependent on me. So pretty much, I go to the next address. And like I said, like, now it's getting worse. Like, now I'm going from, like, the ghetto to the slums. Now, I don't know if you know the difference between the ghetto and the slums, but the ghetto, it's bad. It might be like, boarded up houses, and you might see abandonos here and there, people selling drugs. But the slums are like, people are living in holes in the wall, bro. Straight up like concrete jungle. No bullshit. Like, the slums are bad. And this is pretty much where I was at the time. So I get to the next spot, and like I said, it's like the worst area in the world, like, I could think of. I mean, I've been to some bad areas in my life, man. This is like top 3 for sure. So I texted him again, or I called him. I said, I'm here. So he was like, all right, look, this is what I want you to do. He was like, get out of the car, walk up to the street. He's telling me like a corner of this street and this street. He was like, there's a apartment complex there, like a project building. He was like, I want you to walk in. He was like, walk through the stairwell, go down this long ass hallway. He was like, make a right at the end of the hallway, and you'll see a laundry room. He was like, I'll be in that laundry room. So I'm like, all right, man. You know what I'm saying? So I hang up the phone, and now I'm like, God damn, bro. like there's people outside of the building. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got all this money on me, bro. Like, dude, it's so easily somebody could rob me at gunpoint or at knife point or something like that. So like now I gotta get in my car, like in this area. So, you know, like I said, my better judgment was telling me to like skedaddle, man, like get the F out of there. But I didn't. I proceeded. So I get out the car and I start walking, and I did exactly what he said, man. Like I went, I seen the project building. I walked in. There's a whole bunch of people outside hanging out. There's a whole bunch of people in the stairwell when I walked in. So I go in through the doors. There's like this long hallway. I go down the long hallway. I make the right. As soon as I make the right, I see the laundry room. It's a room with a bunch of fucking dryers and wash machines. You know what I'm saying? So I walked in, and the dude, you know, like I said, I don't know this guy, but I mean, it had to be him. There's a dude. He's like sitting on top of one of the dryers. And he was like, Chris? I'm like, yeah, man. I'm like, what's up? He was like, oh, damn, this and that, da-da-da. You know, he gives me a handshake. He was like, so what you need? So I told him, I'm like, yeah, it came for the 4.5. So he pulls it out the dryer. And he was like, here, man. So, you know, I checked it out, looked at it, made sure it was legit. I handed him the dough. And that was that. You know, I ran back to my car. Dude, I mean, I didn't run back to my car, but I sped walked back to my car fast as hell, bro. And I got out of there. I was so paranoid, like, that I was gonna get pulled over or something like that. Like, that was like so stupid, bro. Because I had all that money on me, and I could have got arrested. Like I said, one cop would have seen me, probably would have pulled me over, probably would have found the weed, and who knows? I mean, who knows what would have happened? So yeah, bro. I mean, I did a lot of crazy shit to get weed in my life, but that was really stupid. I got a lot of like crazy stories like that, but like I said, I was trying to figure out like the craziest thing that I've ever did to get weed, and that is pretty much probably it. So I hope you like this little story. I don't recommend anybody to do the things that I did. Stay in school, don't do drugs. Weed's okay if you're of age. Be smart. Subscribe to my channel. I'm posting daily at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Have a great day, guys, and peace out.